We've been banned from TikTok apparently. From
Oh
live
no!
streaming. Yeah. Oh no!
I feel so bad about not being allowed on TikTok.
Oh no! Ugh. Your boy is sleepy today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Alright, we should be up on everything.
Woo!
You got us up on that end?
I'm waiting for Instagram to reload.
Instagrizzles got to loads up.
Instagrizzle?
Yeah, Instagrizzles. You never heard of Instagrizzles?
Find
Hey, Chad, how
all
many
small-
of you have heard Instagrizzles?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, I'm looking at her most recent story. Look. The most recent story post is fucking hilarious, Ross.
Oh, the babies.
That's very, very funny. Come on, give me the live already.
Do I need to do it on my phone?
No, it's just not pulling up the live. Am I dumb?
Put it on
You
what?
might be.
On Instagram, like I'm clicking it and like refreshing it, and it's not allowing like.
Well, I am currently
It's
on
like
the live.
a bit slow sometimes. Oh, here, let's go to just the home feed and then click it from there, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh. That's a great point.
Honestly, this be kind of rocks.
I like it. What? What?
There we go.
What Gray Bush has never heard of Instagrizzles, I guess.
Instagrizzle? Yeah, neither
Yeah.
have I.
None of you have heard Instagrizzles?
Why would you call it Instagrizzle? I don't want to be thinking like I'm chewing cud and like not able to eat food while thinking about Instagram at the same time. It's just an unpleasant image to me.
I don't know. Maybe it was because we were talking about grizzly bears and then just grizzles at the end
When
of
were we
Instagrizzles.
talking about grizzly bears though?
No, not us.
I was
Like-
gonna say
like in the context of other conversations with other people.
I haven't had any single conversation about grizzly bears today. Ah, this is gonna be a headache. I'm here for it though.
What, you want to talk about black bears?
Why are you talking about bears?
Why are you avoiding the conversation about black bears?
I'm not. I'm not avoiding the conversation about black bears. Don't put those words in my mouth.
I don't know. I guess welcome to the Amp Live.
Woo! Welcome to the Amp Live. Today we're here with myself, Logan, and one of my good buddies, Talon. He is one of our new customer service reps here. So, been in the airsoft industry for how long? How long have you been around and doing stuff? Kind of tell people about yourself.
I've been airsofting since I was in 6th grade. So doing the math, I've been airsofting regularly for 15 years. Managed and pretty much ran a shop up in Wisconsin for a solid 5 years from 2019 to 2022 thereabouts. Which actually does not sound like 5 years. Maybe it was 2017. Either way, plenty of years within the airsoft industry, running a shop, helped running a field, going out to different mil sims, playing indoors, traveling around, getting to get some gameplay under my belt, and getting to know the ins and outs of airsoft and airsoft replicas. And here I am now.
Yeah. Dragged you all the way from Wisconsin to be here, man.
Yeah. To the Iron City.
The Iron City. Is that really what we're called? I thought we were called the City of Bridges.
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people think the city of Bridges though is like Florence.
Florence, Italy. Why would it be Florence, Italy?
Because there's a lot of bridges in
Yeah.
Florence.
Oh,
Italy.
okay.
It's called the city of Bridges.
Is it really? I don't know these things. I've lived here for a year and a half, and I don't know.
We're also the bicycle capital of the United States.
You've kept saying that, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, we have a bicycle museum.
We have a bike museum?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Bike. I love how, hey, come to the Airsoft Live so we can talk about airsoft stuff. Here we are talking about bike museum. It's called Bicycle Heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one that has like the mass collection of all the bikes.
This is. Oh yeah, that kind of looks cool though. I'm not gonna lie, that's a cool looking bike.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's got like retro, kind of like experimental, like one-off bicycle frames. Not that I'm a bike autistic, but it'd be like It's just like another museum to check
Hey,
out.
it's acoustic. It's
Yeah.
acoustic. I mean, sure. Why not? This is right down the street from the apartment, by the way.
Yeah.
Interesting. Neat.
But
Good-
we got
good to know.
we got Mill Sims coming up, taking over our weekends.
Yeah, we do. We have MSW this weekend. We also have Sector 7, and then the weekend following is Black Site, which you're going to go down to Black Site.
Yep.
Which I'm super, super jealous of. RIP, I wish I could go. Last Black Site, I love that AO. It's probably my favorite AO that AMS has, just because it's just a cool AO, and once you've been there enough, it's pretty simplistic to learn, and it looks awesome. I like that brutalist-like kind of look to things. I'm sad that I'm not able to go.
Yeah,
Damn
you've
Cat
got-
Williams.
Prior obligations.
If all of my friends would stop getting married and deciding to like propose to their fiancés and stuff, I wouldn't have prior obligations. But it seems like everyone in my friend group this year is like, hey, guess what? We're gonna get married. I'm like, why? I'm not saying why as in like don't get married. I'm just saying why as in like I would like to go airsoft and then go to your wedding or proposal, but don't hold that to me. To travel 8 hours to go do that and I don't get paid.
Also, hi Andrew.
Hi.
That's that guy right there.
Oh. Anyways, we should probably go through some of the comments instead of just bullshitting about a bike museum.
Hey, what type of camo are your pants, Logan?
Multicam black? Somebody asking?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't read from this far away. I have to scooch my face in because I'm blind as a bat. Also, how many more comments do you have than us? Because I know you joined a little earlier because of everything else. Ah, yeah, no, they're multicam. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's got a delay on it for some reason.
It's live. It is what it is. Yeah, they're multicam black. I'm glad to have a new face on the live. Let's see. I've been airsofting since 08. Good lord, that is a long time. Is my backup cuddle buddy Tom still there? He has moved on to other ventures. Wes is also no longer with Amped. RIP. I miss both of them very, very, very much. Yeah. I get to see, I think both of them this weekend. I think both of them are going to MSW, which would be cool to go ahead and hang out with them.
Oh.
So.
I kind of heard Tom was going. I didn't hear about Wes.
Yeah, I heard he might be, but I very well could also be wrong. Yeah, I know Tom will be going. So I'm so excited for MSW. It's going to be so nice. It's going to be like 82 degrees I saw on Saturday with some rain, but it's going to be 82 degrees. It's going to be a warm day on the side of a mountain in West Virginia. It's going to be so nice. Just camping and just getting shot at by people all day, all weekend. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, just glorified camping.
It is. I don't want to say that's all Milsim West is, but like Milsim West, especially not in the urban environments, is a lot of camping and then moving around, then more camping and then moving around, which is cool. Just exhausting, but it's cool. Especially the one we're going to this week in Abkhaz, which is at a Boy Scouts recreational park. I think it's like the largest one in the nation, or like one of the largest ones in the nation. And it's just this entire, it's on the side of a mountain, and there's like swimming lanes and archery lanes and this part and off-road things. And the best part is that there's porta potties almost everywhere, so I don't have to worry about digging a hole and taking care of business, which is super, super nice.
It'll be way better than other like
it'll be so much
MSW
better.
events where you're digging a hole, getting like a protection buddy.
Yeah, like, hey, stand over there so I don't get shot, please. And you're just sitting there with your poop scooper. And anything to prevent that. I am excited. I really hope that we can go back to MUTC this year. I think we are. But, like, MUTC, MSW was top tier for me. That was one of my... And it is also one of my favorite AOs. So, yeah. I'll take these two, but for now, if they will take me to... Eric is gone to... Yeah, Eric left to bigger, better ventures as well. You get us, unfortunately. Deal with it. I don't know what else to say, but just deal with it.
Slappy's claiming you.
Why? I don't want to be claimed.
Well, that's what he said.
Listen, I thought there were laws against that.
No, Pittsburgh has the claims. You know,
What do you mean?
you told me
It's-
that they
it's
got
like,
dibs.
I was gonna say it's like dibs in Chicago, where you put the chair out, and it's like if you take that spot, you're basically in the wrong. I don't want to be claimed. Ugh.
Well, that's what happened. He took first dibs. I don't want to say it like that.
You've
but...
been living with me for 3 months, and he takes first dibs. What crime is that? Oh my God. Ross is a new crush, shirtless man at TRP. There was a shirtless man at TRP this week?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got to tell me the story about this. Yeah, so you guys did. I went to Amsato this weekend out in Massachusetts, which was an awesome time. Then you guys did TRP and Mercer, correct?
Yep. So we did Mercer, TRP, because Mercer had their free weekend, and then TRP was the Black Ops event.
Got it. Okay.
So Mercer was really cool because it was very warm. It was overcast, so we didn't have like direct sunlight.
Yeah.
It kept everything like cool. It was like a comfortable type of temperature. It was very nice.
Is that like middle of the ground? Like you run around, you heat up, and then you stand and you kind of cool off and stuff pretty quickly?
Yeah.
Nice.
TRP was a very warm day, and then but it started to rain.
Okay.
But it was a very warm rain.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you're getting rained on, you're getting wet, and then you're shivering and cold. So one of the guys there, because he was running around, he took his shirt off because it was so warm while it was still raining.
Yeah.
And so it was like he had like God, what is when water boils? You have the
Steam.
The steam.
Steam.
Yeah. So he was literally steaming. Steam was rolling off of him because he took his shirt off. It was very cool to look at.
Okay.
But yeah, lots of rain. A lot of people's guns stopped working. Didn't work very well. Due to the rain.
Yeah. Speaking of rain, Ross, Eric said that you have a new crush at TRP, shirtless man.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you care to elaborate on this?
Sure. I can elaborate. Let me elaborate.
Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah. That's what
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
do?
pull up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up for you. It's actually on our website. We have it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, you put it up in the photo albums?
Yeah, I didn't. He specifically asked if his photo would be on there, and I said, yeah, probably.
Why not?
And he said, what? You don't like shirtless guys? I said, I got nothing against them. So.
There it is.
Okay. Hey, man. Good for him.
This fellow right here is having more fun than anybody else out there.
I
I'll tell you
guarantee
that
it.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys tried to get sniper gameplay and didn't go as planned, did you?
It didn't go great.
No.
Rain's not going to be a good factor for airsofting, period.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I mean, our weekend was okay. The beginning was kind of rough, and the AO is interesting. So we went to, me and another worker here, David, went to Amsato this weekend up in Libertas. Amsato Libertas up in Warren, Massachusetts. And the AO was a ex-bag factory? Ex-balloon factory, I think it was. So, like, the whole... every, like, building, essentially, is just 10,000 square feet of nothing but the standing poles to keep the buildings up. Very well kept, actually. Like, it's up for sale, I believe it is, or they're like thinking about repurposing it, so it's actually super clean. But that's the issue, is that it's just like it's 10,000 square feet of like hiding behind a pole and trying to get as thin as possible. But that was a really cool AO. I would love to go back and get some like media, like really good media, and also bring a shotgun maybe, because I feel like that would just be better for some of the other instances we had at that place. But yeah, it was, I got nothing else to say except it was cool. And running with the guys that we ran with was super sweet. And that video should be coming out shortly on our Amped YouTube channel for that. Yeah.
Probably this Sunday.
Probably this Sunday?
11 a.m. most
Sweet.
Sunday.
Yeah. The other biggest downside is that it got dark really quickly because of the way the building's structured. So all the footage, like half the footage I captured of the good gunfights are just in pitch black. So all you see is like, you hear the shooting and then just a bright light and then just that and it's it. But that was a blast and a half to go to. Definitely, maybe not quite 9 hours of driving because that sucked. But it is what it is. Let's see what we have. Eric. Peak Airsoft, miss your face, Eric. Thanks, dude. Might be making some appearances and some amped content soon. Hell yeah, hope so. E-House is here. Love you, buddy. Miss you. Can't wait to see you on the 26th. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for GGP. Are you gonna go to GGP, Gun Gamers?
I don't know.
You should go. It's gonna be an awesome time. You need to get to more of the 12-hour and like 24-hour Milson West games. So if you don't really go to those a lot,
No,
you should.
I really don't like having to pay exorbitant amount of money to camp.
Yeah, but if you're hanging out with us, it's kind of worth it, right? Damn,
we can
I
just
see-
like
I see how it is.
go to the bar, just bum around Pittsburgh. We can do our own night vision
What's there to
shit.
do in Pittsburgh?
Ride our bikes around the downtown.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we're the bike capital of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, if we're talking like, I've told you before, if we want to do super immersive MSW, I'm all for it. But my immersion is going to be, I'm going to be the gate guard with the plate carrier in ACUs that is 2 sizes too big. I'm going to check everyone's gosh darn ID. And if it's not up to date, I'm going to harass you. I'm going to make you go get a current ID. And then once my 12-hour shift is done, I'm going to the hotel with my immersion wife. And I'm going to come back with a fucking hot coffee. 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be checking IDs again.
You're just doing that for 72 hours straight. Just. Oh, you're
You're
right.
good.
Your card didn't scan. Bad line.
You're good.
You're basically just doing TSA agent work in the field. You know that, right?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. I'll
just-
immerse the shit out of that.
You can't leave. I have no rebuttal for this.
That's my gay guard immersion.
I have no rebuttal for this, and I'm not a fan. You should just hang out with us and have a good time instead of being gate guard man.
Okay. Two Airsoft questions. One earlier was, what are your thoughts on the Classic Army FAL?
Tits. It's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Ross, what's your FAL?
It's a 6mm pro shop.
Okay,
A little bit different.
a little bit different.
I think solid externals for the Classic Army. Probably would swap the internals on that Classic Army.
Oh yeah, I would.
Not like there's like a bunch of like super upgrade parts for the FAL to begin with. But you can like pseudo modernize it a little bit.
What gearbox is that again?
V2, slightly off spec, depending. Nozzle's different, but V2 gearbox.
But like yeah, so you could upgrade the gears and all that other fun stuff, and then just make sure your nozzle doesn't blow up, essentially, right?
Yeah.
More or less, if you're gonna try to like modernize it a little bit, make it a little bit better.
I believe the Classic Army is the same as a 6mm pro shop, and they take the SR25 nozzle.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's not a horrible thing to go ahead and upgrade.
Mhm.
I do what you did though, and throw a HPA engine to it. But no, valves are awesome. I would love to run one, but I just am not a fan of the mags. It's weird. I'm autistic like that. Acoustic. I'm acoustic like that. Sorry.
I want to do a pretty good like battle rifle kit loadout.
Yeah.
I don't have like a solid 308 setup.
I would do a 308 MTW just because it's an MTW and.
Yeah, but everyone's got an MTW. Now, if
Oh, that's fair. That's
if
fair.
I did a Belgian L1A1 and I did it like an Aussie pattern, that'd be pretty slick.
I have no idea what you just said to me. You just like started speaking Spanish.
Yeah, Belgian L1A1.
Belgian L1A1. I love how it says Visa for some reason. Oh! It's a foul.
Yeah, but it's
Belgian foul.
the real life equivalent is it's manufactured
That'd be cool.
in a very different place, and then it was given to Australia.
Do they make an airsoft version of this?
Kinda ish. You could like just take the FAL and like kind
3D
of
print and do this. Oh, Ares.
yeah. And then
There
I
we go.
think they were making VFC was making a gas blowback variant. I think.
That would be sweet. I'd love to do a gas blowback 308 battle rifle kind of thing. I feel like gas blowbacks don't get enough time sometimes. I would love to get a gas blowback like M4 of some sort and just mod the hell out, like a TM and with an MWS system in it, and just like super quick trigger and all that fun stuff. That's cool. What was the other question that they had?
The other one was. Guys, dream airsoft gun and why?
Why? I think we answered this last week, but I'll update it. I like my Flak 10 because it's on Obtanium and it's cool and it's different and it's ridiculous. That's pretty much it. And I have one and I love it to death. It's my favorite. Well, one of my favorites, but
I have been looking very hard for a PPS shell ejecting shotgun For the life of me, I've not been able to find it.
Not APS, PPS.
PPS.
PPS. Yeah, me and you have talked about this a couple of times.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
asked around, I've hunted around, I've reached out to shops that have incorrect website listings saying that they have them in stock, but they're not actually in stock.
Yeah.
Of just double checking where I could get one, even secondhand.
Yeah.
Because I really, really like the concept.
You haven't seen anything on Hop Up or I don't want to say Facebook Marketplace, but Hop Up online, nowhere else.
No, all old listings that have all been sold and stuff.
Yeah, taken down or archived or whatever. I think last week I said the Striker. Remember the Umbrella Armory. I literally am recapping the conversation I had with Ross last week, but it was Umbrella Armory did a video on it, and it's a Striker. Basically, it's a tube with a hopper, and then it's an air pressure. Just it's the flamethrower.
Oh
design.
yeah,
You've seen that?
yeah.
That would be. Good lord, what the fuck? That would be awesome to go ahead and have. But I don't think they make them anymore, and if they do make them, they're sold overseas. But oh well. Let's see. Foul mentioned by Patrick. Yep. Also, someone saved me. It's 87% humidity and 80 degrees. I'll pass, dude. That's horrible. Slappy Valpy says, I've got a FACO one. Do FACO guns? Goated. I got 2. Love them both to death. They are my go-to AEGs whenever I go play. In June, I'll be on a cruise to the Bahamas. Jealous. Greetings from Baltimore. Hello from Pittsburgh. I'll file the one on the back wall, like Ross's. Yeah, his file is pretty freaking sweet, especially when it's HPA. Did you change the line out of it?
No.
Oh.
It's the shark bite. It's just really short.
Got it. Let's see. I'm about to take the practice ASVAB this Saturday. Wish me luck. Good luck, buddy. Don't fail too hard. God forbid you get infantry. Newest release you guys are looking forward to. The newest release we're looking forward to. Wasn't there a gas blowback? Ross, you had this up. It was a gas blowback. It wasn't an AK. It was some crazy gas blowback. PPSH? Is that what that was?
Which one are you talking about?
We had it in the new items.
Oh, you're talking about the FAMAS.
No. There was
the gas blowback FAMAS?
no, there was something else.
I was trying to think of what I had seen from SHOT Show, and nothing's coming to mind.
SHOT Show wasn't really that I don't want to say ooh, new stuff this year, but SHOT Show didn't really have.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because looking overseas at the EU Airsoft show, there's a lot more stuff that's going to potentially come to market where there's a lot more prototypes that are being flushed out.
Iwa,
of,
right?
What?
Iwa?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a lot of those come to the U.S. market. But I think my answer is probably going to be the Sub 9.
Are you talking about Wolverine's blowback system? The MTW blowback you were talking about? They're blowback stock.
Yeah.
The Quake.
Yeah.
No, not that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I could have sworn.
Someone
I
asked
saw
if you
some
guys are ready
crazy
for
thing.
Abkhaz. Are either of you guys doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm ready for Abkhaz. I'm excited for it. That's gonna be awesome. I thought I saw. Anyways, I'll skip past my thing. PTS EPM 1 RX mags coming soon. Should be coming soon. I think those are the new re-released PTS EPM 1s, if I'm not correct, or re-released, updated version of the EPM 1s. So those should be coming in whenever we get the stock in to go ahead and sell those. I'd also like to see a Shorty MG42, aka MG3. That would be awesome to go ahead and see. I would love to see somebody do, not somebody do, but I would love to get a Shorty RPD, the little tiny bushwhacker RPD in HPA. That'd be an awesome build. I know Ross is drooling at the thought of that. Moving over to YouTube, Rapid Rebel, good morning! Any new things happening at Amped? Other than the massive amount of events that we have coming up, which you can just go online and check which ones we'll be at. Nothing much. Nothing really cool coming out. Nothing new. We're just getting into the busy season for all those events. Can you guys touch on the current growing indoor field enterprise going on in Ohio, the MK Fields? Well, considering we've both been to a good chunk of them.
I've been
It's
to
awesome.
3 out of their 4 fields.
Yeah, I have been to 3 out of their 4 fields as well. Me and you, what's Middletown's the only one we haven't been to yet?
The Middletown's been the only one I haven't been to.
Yeah, same here. Because I did Medina, Clarksburg, Willard. Those are the 3. Yeah, those 3 we've all been to. Awesome. I think it's great. I really enjoy all their fields, especially Clarksburg, not only because it's A, the closest, but also B, it's an indoor field. It's an outdoor field with a roof over it. It's 70,000 square foot. It's multi-story. There's all the stuff that you can do in it. It's great. And I think it's good for the airsoft community to have more indoor fields like that, because the only other big indoor field like that is over in San Fran, which is Game Pod, and every other indoor field is really, really small. Not to discount or say like any of the smaller indoor fields are bad. They aren't. But just having more fields for people to play at, I think, is a good thing overall. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. There hasn't been nearly as much growth. MK is like the only one that has like really exploded within the close proximity of us at Amped that we have seen. And even coming from Wisconsin, like there hasn't been like substantial growth. Now it could be that we're targeting like a larger population cluster of players available that are willing to travel compared to Wisconsin, which is a lot more remote and a lot more rural of an environment.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's great. I can't wait to go back to MK. Hopefully sometime in April, or Clarksburg specifically. Hopefully sometime in April. That field is just a great one to play at. Rapper Rebel on YouTube says, so me and my squad got finished with Battle for LA down in Southern California, and we were thinking about other Milsim events. Do y'all have any suggestions for other Milsims to participate in? I do. Depending on how far you're willing to travel, if you're looking at specifically East Coast ones, 2 that stand out are Stag Ops and Gun Gamers Productions. Both fantastic events, both just fantastic event coordinators. They know what they're doing. I love them equally as much. If you're looking for more national events, obviously AMS is the first one that comes to mind, just because I really like how they go for 12 hours straight, and that's it. You know, you can break if you want. You don't have to break. You can stay on the field for as long as you want. That fun stuff. Kind of play at your own pace. And it's a middle ground, I think, for getting into the hardcore Milsims, which is MSW. So those would be the 4 event producers I would go ahead and look at. Unfortunately, if you're local to California, almost all of those you would have to travel some distance because they're in Georgia, Alabama, all the way on the other side of the East Coast, like Massachusetts and those kind of areas. Or AMS, I think the closest one to California would be Revolt if they do it again. And then you have Copperhead in New Mexico in August. And then 1861 in Colorado. And then
What's the
Southern Front in Texas.
What's the one at the old Air Force barracks place? The one we usually see Desert Fox and Alphonse.
That's Perry,
Right.
Georgia.
No.
Oh, not that's That's not Perry. That's something the airfield. I know it. It's that's a Victorville. I think that's Victorville, California.
It might be Victorville, but I'm thinking of the event. So for East Coast, check out Jet Desert Fox events. He does regular stuff in
West Coast.
California. Or, West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast, yeah.
West. Lion Claws is normally going to be West Coast as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot Lion Claws. That's how often we go to them because they're all on that side of the world or the country, except for Iron Dome, which is typically in North Carolina or has been in North Carolina.
MSW also does stuff over on the West as well.
Yep. Yeah, they have 2 coming up, one in Washington, one in Georgia. Or, god damn, I keep saying Georgia in California. That's what I would recommend, personally. This is going to bug you till you figure it out.
Yeah, because there's all the pictures of them at that.
Yeah, he was just at that event, Battle for LA.
But I'm trying to...
Georgia Air Force Base.
Georgia Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Yep, Victorville.
Cool. All right.
Boom. Took us a little bit, but we got there.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Spectre Airsoft said Victorville. DJ said, Mr. Talon, when did you get with Amped? How you been, man? Do you know this band?
I think so.
Yeah.
DJ. The username I recognize, but I also have my own channel, and then I had the headquarters channel, and then I was doing other people's channels, helping them create
Yeah.
content.
Sorry
if I don't recognize you immediately. Doing good. Been here since January, started January, and then doing customer service, and then jumped into tech pretty quickly, helping them out.
Yeah, you kind of do just a little bit of everything today, or
bit.
a little bit of everything recently.
Other
which is
than
good.
shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, other than shipping, really. Let's see here. Are we doing anything fun at 1:30 today, Ross?
No.
No? Excellent. We'll keep on trucking.
Next week we are, though, for the thing that's to your left, the Crytek P90.
Yeah.
Everyone to go enter it right now.
Everyone go enter this right now per Ross. It's Crytek P90.
It's kind of in the dark.
I
Once you grab
can't.
it.
Well, no. If I grab it, then we get kicked off of everything. I don't touch
What if
it.
you grab the
No, I don't.
acrylic?
I got scared that I put my hand close enough to that the AI algorithm is like, oh, you're touching it now.
grab
so,
the
I'm gonna point to
TV
it.
that it's resting on.
No, I'm gonna point to it. And I'm gonna call it that. You can grab it. I'm not getting blamed for being kicked off stuff, so I'm just gonna point at
What
it.
if we do that?
No,
Is that
no.
gonna-
No,
is
it's
that
in the
gonna
dark.
highlight
Just
it?
leave it. Just leave it be. I'm not gonna get yelled at for getting kicked off of live.
Hey, remember that list of words that YouTube definitely does not like?
No. We're gonna not pull that up. Let's see here.
Dream place to play for Greybush would be downtown New York or something like that, or an aircraft carrier,
They had an aircraft carrier event a while ago.
which I think was a Jet Desert Fox, or maybe that was Lion Claws.
No, that was an independent group of people. I believe, again, this was years ago. This was like when I was in high school, kind of years ago. And they had that. I heard that the people that went there, it didn't play well, but it was very cool to go ahead and play. My dream place to go would be GamePod, just because I've always wanted to go to GamePod personally.
Of all the places to Airsoft,
Like, I'm talking about, like, current places that I know have fields or whatever. I personally want to go to GamePod so bad. That's just, where my head's at. Because I've been to so many different AOs, Air Force bases, abandoned mills, malls, all that fun stuff, that I just think having another cool indoor field would be sweet.
yeah, I would want to go to CQB City, since watching all of the OG, like Milsim
Yeah.
Junkie,
Yeah.
milsimjunkie.com, baby.
Yeah. That's a throwback. That's a throwback and a half.
I think I would want to do like a Japanese mall, where some of their malls are literally
dude,
like 6-7 stories, and they're very tight and congested.
What's that
And then
place
you have all of the stairways on the exterior, and then you have central escalators that you can move, and it'd be a lot more vertical dynamic compared to a lot of more like what we play for Milsims, which is a lot more width, like space that we move around in and try
Yeah.
to flank. So it would be like a very different dynamic that we don't get to play very often.
Yeah, there is this mall, or not mall, but like shopping complex I saw, and it's gonna absolutely just kill me to not find it, but I'll probably find it after this live. There's this place overseas that it looked like it was a mini town, but it's all indoor, and it's kind of like a shopping complex / mall thing. I've only seen 1 or 2 videos of it. I actually think I might be able to find it, but that place would be cool. Yeah, if you're thinking worldwide, that would be sick. I would love to go airsoft in another country.
Yeah,
one of
just
these
like
days.
whatever your dream is.
Yeah,
Yes, Greybush. Let's go to Japan.
I'm down. Deke MMG says rocking NATO or Rust 4. NATO, unfortunately. No, fortunately. Why would I say unfortunately? I love NATO. Way easier to run my multicam kit than anything else.
What is your thoughts with an ARP9 with a jack? I think that's a great option. Great combo.
Yeah, definitely.
What IGL do I need to run with the jack from you guys? Any AGL, or IGL, excuse me. Any IGL. So standard, premium, or heavy. You can just choose whatever color combination you want.
Is there that much of a delay on this?
Yeah.
Oh,
That or you need to scroll down.
yeah, I think I need to scroll down because I was...
Definitely gotta scroll down. But
Yeah.
There is a delay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a delay. Yeah, Eric, yeah, we figured it out. Georgia Air Force Base, blah, blah. What are your thoughts on the ARP-9? Yep, exactly what Talon said. 100%. Also, ARP-9 with the jack is just like the easiest build in the world to do. One of the easiest, I think, in the world to do. Take me to Japan, says Greybush. Yeah, airsoft and snowboarding chain vacation. That'd be cool.
Recreate some Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the I almost
When
said
you're on the
I almost said jet ski for some
Yeah.
reason.
When-
Why no? It's a snowmobile.
when you're on the snowmobile and you have to like Dukes of Hazzard ramp it.
Yeah, with the Glock 18C with unlimited ammo.
Yeah.
Awesome. Moving over to YouTube. Spectre Airsoft, we, Rebel, and I are just in Victorville for the event down here. Dope field, lots of fun. The George Air Base residential area. I would like to go there one day. One of these times, I'll make my way out to California. It's just literally the other side of the country for me. Keep playing the beloved hobby. Appreciate y'all for what you're doing for this amazing community. Of course, that's for you. So I have the P90 replica, and for some reason, every time it shoots in semi, it either double feeds or is in some sort of burst mode. Do you all know about this issue for the Crytek? I have genuinely no experience with P90s. That's not my forte. Do you have any experience with P90s to kind of quickly help tech help this man?
Yeah, so I would work on the P90 replicas whenever they came into AHQ, the old shop. I haven't followed up on anything for the Crytek P90. If it's double feeding like that, more than likely you are running into a bucking issue if you have any type of issues, if you've done a barrel bucking install yourself, or maybe the original bucking is starting to wear out. You might want to look at getting that changed out. Or if it's in some kind of burst mode. Burst mode could be some type of feeding issue. It's not uncommon amongst a lot of replicas, but I don't know about it being like a P90 exclusive issue. Hopefully that helps.
You know what you could do? You could enter to win this, and then just win this one, then you don't have to worry about it. There we go. That works.
Don't get a new bucking. Get a new P90.
Yeah, just get a new P90. It's the easiest thing in the world. I'm not trying to shill and say give us your money, but, you know, as it goes. Deke said, finally going to be on the same team. I was the dude that talked to you at Shally with the blank AK and grenade launcher. I think that was outside the hospital. I think I vaguely remember that. Shally was, I don't want to say a mess, but I was very sleep deprived that entire time because I think I got like almost 3, maybe 2 hours of sleep on Friday, and then Saturday night even less because the Russians started attacking us, and then that was just chaos incarnate. God, that was such a good game. I love that game. Well, boys, I'm out. Headed back to work. Much love. Have a great day and be safe. You as well, man. See you next week. Thoughts on HPA and KW Gearbox for me? It was a nightmare. It is a nightmare because that's the gearbox that you have to grind down almost the entirety inside of it, from what our techs have been telling me.
I have tried to HPA a KWA gearbox.
Yeah.
I ground it down to the point where I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's nothing else that I can grind down inside of this gearbox. It is now just the shell of the gearbox. Like there's no more like material on the inside. It's just the knobs that the cylinder locks into. I've ground down everything where the trigger assembly is, all the reinforcement on the back of the gearbox that helps support with the recoil for the ERG model I was working with, and it still just would not close and actuate the trigger together. So it was just a nightmare. Don't HPA KWA gearboxes. I've heard and I've seen at a Milsim, it was Reindeer Games 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
When we went?
Yes.
Oh God, like 3, maybe even 4 years ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago, yeah.
I saw someone walking past me with a KWA gun that had the line sticking out of the grip. So I go over, I'm like, dude, what happened? What'd you do to it? And he showed me the 3D printed gearbox that he had that was designed to just like sit in there and hold the engine. And he's like, yeah, just like find it on Facebook or whatever. And I could not find it for the life of me. So
That's kind of sick.
yeah. But as far as like the Mac gearboxes or the Mancraft gearboxes that are like an alternative drop-in gearbox, they're just not spec the same as the KWA gearboxes.
3D printed KWA gearbox.
So I've looked for this. I haven't been able to successfully find it. Also, DJ, are you the same DJ from AHQ that I was helping out years ago? Were you one of the regulars? Because now that's bothering me. Now I want to know which DJ you are.
I kind of want to find this 3D printed KWA gearbox because that is freaking kind of sick, and it'd be awesome to have us. But
over to YouTube. I have a Lance Tactical AK-105. It sat for a few months without use, and I plugged a battery into it and nothing. Wire are good. Motor connectors are good. Did you double check your battery is charged? You double check that your motor contacts are
Not corroded or still connected and stuff.
are also plugged in, because I know that some of those motor contacts can work themselves loose, especially if you put like a snappier spring on the inside of there.
Yeah, I mean, for a gun that's sitting, there could be any number of things. Moisture could have gotten inside the gearbox if it's not properly put away, causing things to just short out and not work right. Like, that could also be a thing.
Yeah, double check if there's a fuse on there. I can't remember with the 105s if there is a fuse.
Yeah. And definitely check your battery if that hasn't been done already. And even if your battery says, oh, yeah, it works, just get a different battery and check, because we've seen that before, too. It's just those simple little things. And he also said, yes, that was him. So.
How you doing, DJ?
Over to Instagram. Let's see, fucking well boys, blah blah. You guys will be at Op Fractured Skull. That is Fractured Skull 3.
I'll be there playing. I don't know if we're vending though.
As Ross said, there will be a couple people here playing. Don't know if we're. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look at the calendar. I know we also have. I forget what event we also have that day. I think AMS Liberty is the same exact weekend. So we'll figure it out. We'll post it up, obviously, if we are going to be going to Vend. But there will be people here playing, which will be sweet. 417 is underrated. Oh my god, I hated it. I don't know what this is. Thoughts on HPA? Yeah, oh my god, I hated it. Noted, never again. Yeah, KWA gearboxes are a nightmare to HPA. Here's a hot take, just don't HPA KWA. This is accurate.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years. I think I've said it more than once around here, and it's still been like a lofty goal of like trying to figure out how to HPA KWAs, and I just don't think it's happening.
Customers will email in, and they're like, I want to HPA my KWA, whatever. I'm like, stop. That's first thing, no. Second thing, if you're going to do it, also no. Third thing, I'm telling you, you're not going to do that, and that's the end of the conversation. Obviously, I don't answer like that, but more so just like, please don't. It's such a technical undertaking that it's a pain in the butt. I believe AMS is the weekend bed. I didn't know AMS has beds. I'm going to F2 of Crytek. I'm sure it will be easier too. Yes, it would be. 100% did it with a Kythera one time, super easy. But the question is, what IGL colorway? Well, we have so many of them to choose.
Yeah, in reference to the F2.
Yes. But the question is, what IGL? I mean, we have so many. You could choose, or you close your eyes and you scroll down real quick and you just start picking things. And if you land on another gun at the same time, that's your prerogative.
And not only that, you can get custom text on your IGL, which means it is exclusive only to you.
You shill.
I'm just saying, that's the facts.
You're not wrong. DJ says batteries are new, connects are clean and connected. I just haven't broken it open yet. I mean,
when you plug it in and you engage the trigger, do you feel the motor starting to like kick over? It could be that it is locked up. So kick into full auto, or actually, before you do that, because you have an AK-105, take the motor grip off, take the motor cage off, because that's super easy to do on V3 gearboxes. And then there's going to be a anti-reversal tab that you're going to pull down if you've got a pick or something, that you can get that, and that should release the tension from the gears, and that spring is going to spring forward. And then you'll be in the start position for that gearbox rotation. And then put that motor cage back on, put your motor grip back on, and then try that out.
I love having a tech for these things because I put together guns, but like a detailed little tidbits is just something that escapes my noggin. So thank you for that. I love my Heritage Labs. Heritage Labs. Wolverines are good.
Here at Heritage Labs.
Some like Westerworld crap going on. Nah, Wolverine guns are great. Like all their products are awesome. I don't have a single problem with their stuff. I am actually looking to go ahead and grab an MTW and 14.5 to finally get like a little bit longer range and put a UGS stock on it, just because the past couple of times I've played, I've realized I'm like, man, I want that little bit more, and I really want it to be suppressed. because I just want to have that like super quiet, super OP kind of gun. And my FATCO's great, but every once in a while, I would love to run an HPA rifle with a UGS on it, or not UGS, but a Wraith stock in that case, because it's Wolverine. What's up, guys? TJ here. What's up, TJ? You guys going to AMS Black Site? This guy's going.
I'm gonna be there.
I won't be there. I'm sad. And also looking for the Gun Gamers event in PA. I am going to be at GGP. I'm going to force him to go to GGP with me.
We'll see what happens with GGP.
No, you're coming to GGP with me. It is going to be a baller time. Trust me.
Hey, Slappy. Currently a work in the projects.
Don't try to escape this point. I'm forcing you to go. HP at MDRX. I would love to.
So I do have an MDRX set aside upstairs that
Yeah.
I do want to try to put an F2 in, or figure out what engine would best fit inside there.
Is that a version? That's the version 2 one, right? That's not the newest one.
Their version 2 thing. It is
Yeah,
a little
okay.
wonky.
Yeah, because they have the version 1, 2s, and 3s. Yeah, because we have 2 version 3s. But yeah, if you can.
Oh, I thought you meant the gearbox.
Well, yeah, it's their version 2 of the gearbox, because they
Yeah.
have like the 1, 2s, and 3s of the rifle that was released. Yeah, their gearbox is like a split PTW or PT Sistema. It's like a Sistema kind of modeled after. It's weird. Go to the Gun Gamers event. I'm watching you. See? Yeah, look at that. So you're going to GGP then. Awesome. Good to know. DJ still says no powder to the Motor Boys and other things. Basically, I'll figure it out. Thanks, fellas. Of course, we're trying. It's kind of hard when we don't have the guns in front of us, but that's why I have this nerd to pick his brain about. So
Yeah.
that's good.
I think the ATU's fried. Sorry, DJ.
Yeah, womp womp. HPA it. Don't have to worry about that anymore. That's what I'm saying. Oh boy. Man, it just is like a dreary Wednesday. It's been all gloomy and crap like that all day. Keeping energy up this high is hard.
That's why we have no windows.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't help. And the only window we have is covered by a graphic that you can't see out of.
And we got some background music of a rat that's in a rainstorm.
We did. It is a rat in a rainstorm.
That's a gloomy
Very picturesque,
vibe.
though. I really like it. The vibes are immaculate. I will say that much.
That's almost the same type of sky that we have outside right now.
Yeah.
Same color blue, even, I'll bet.
Just crack open the window, just peel back the graphic. Just like look and then just squeegee it back into place. Oh, man. Have any other questions? Anybody else watching? My Kythera is leaking when you first put air into it. Why? That's another loaded question. Blown O-rings, debris in the system, depends on where it's leaking from. I would, first off, I would take it apart, clean it, relube it, put it back together, see if it's still leaking. And then depending on where it's leaking from, you could have a bad O-ring, because when you take it apart, inspect your O-rings. It's like any number of things. So I would, again, take it apart, clean it, inspect your O-rings, put it back together. If it's still leaking, do it again, because you could have gotten something in there, and then just make sure you don't have any broken bits and bobs in there.
Yeah. And utilize the Polar Star warranty for the Kytheras.
Yeah,
they
it is under warranty.
They have a 1 year. They're very good about it.
Very good.
They're pretty understanding that the Kythera, because of the mechanical system that it is, there are going to be some weird quirks to it. Especially when you try to put it into a wide range of engines.
Big time.
So they're pretty understanding about that. They've been really helpful for us, even myself, before I even came to Amped and I had that Amped name behind it. They've been very helpful with any type of help I needed up in Wisconsin.
Shout out to the Polish Star boys. We love them. We love them. We miss you guys. If you guys end up watching this, we miss you. You should come back down to Pittsburgh soon. Out the nozzle, try to clean it, and change O-rings. Again, do what Talon said. Hit a Polish Star, see if they have any good tech advice, and if anything, just take advantage of the warranty. So, Kytheras can be decently finicky systems on some days. Man, why you gotta be so mean, Mr. Brown? Y'all suck. Why? Oh, so mean. We had 10 minutes to fill the void. How do we fill the void? You want to play rock, paper, scissors?
No.
Connect 4?
We can keep doing what we normally do.
Yeah. Which is sit here and just
talk
talk out our
chat.
butts. Yeah.
I mean, that's how we started the live.
We did start the live on.
You want to go back to bikes?
No, I don't want to go back to bikes. I don't even have a bike.
Bring the bike conversation full circle.
Also, like the wheels on the bike go round and
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
You're getting it.
No, I don't
Now
even have a bike.
Now we're on the bike topic.
You don't even have an actual bike. You have an e-bike.
Yeah, so do you.
And?
So we're in the same boat.
No, we're not. I don't have pedals on my bike. You do, though.
Yeah. And
You're
it's
looking
nice.
at getting a Super 73, which would be super cool to have.
That would be very, very cool.
Yeah. I wish that event organizers would allow people to use more personal vehicles like that, like e-bike. Not even like e-bikes specifically, but like single-seater bikes, you know, whether it's you take a motorized dirt bike out or something to that effect, as long as you can abide by those rules. Because people bring their cars and trucks out there, or like Polarises and stuff, which is super cool to have at events. But if you're a single individual and want to just take the bike, that'd be nice. I understand the safety concerns that are there with it. It's just be a cool little thing to have.
It is very cool watching the AMS staff grab your Suron and then just bike around the AO.
Yeah, Tony from Body Armor Event. Every time I go, hey, where's my bike? I'm like, it's my bike. He's like, no, it's my bike. I'm like, yeah, I brought your bike, Tony. It's in the back of the trailer. Oh, cool, thanks. And then I don't see it for the rest of the day, and he just comes over, it needs to be charged. I'm like, I know it needs to be charged. Kind of jealous that he gets to ride around and I don't, but whatever.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but like, I want to ride my bike around the AOs because I think it's gonna be cool if I ride the bike around the AO.
Yeah. We rode the Suron around the parking lot at New Orleans. That was pretty slick.
Yeah, that was cool, especially with the helicopter they had floating around. Oh, that was such a cool. The VFA event was such a cool event.
Yeah.
I would. You know what? Back to the dream place to play. I would kill to go to another amusement park somewhere.
Meh. It was a weird play because it had that lake in the middle.
Well, yeah,
So
it was a big circle.
So you had
that
to
one.
just fight through the circle. There was no like flanking options.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm talking like an amusement park where you have those better flanking routes and more like ways to get around. That one specifically didn't play well because it was a giant donut, essentially. But I know there are other amusement parks, like ones you see overseas, for example, that have all the different routes and stuff like that, and you'd be able to flank around way easier. I would love to do that again. Or like a water park. That'd be cool.
No, maybe not a water park.
I want to go down a slide, though.
I'm trying to think of like Disneyland. Like that one would be, I think, pretty playable.
Ooh.
Because there are a lot of routes around the different
Imagine
roller coasters.
Imagine hiding in Epcot's like world somewhere.
See, what's funny, Epcot also is cylindrical, so it is a donut shape.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Which is why I didn't bring up Epcot. I'm like, Epcot would be pretty epic.
I've never been to Disneyland.
They have some really sick plaza spaces, but then like beyond that, it's just like back into the donut.
So I've never been to Disneyland or Epcot. Like I've never.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30 years old and I've never been.
Have you been to Disney World?
No, I've never been to any of the Disney places. I want to go. Even at 30 years old, I want to go. Wait, which one is the one with the Star Wars? Is that Epcot or is that Disney World?
The Star Wars? That one would be Disneyland.
'Cause I want to go to the Star Wars stuff because I always see it on TikTok and I just think it's like really funny and like I would like to build my own lightsaber at one point. I'm such a sad nerd.
Back to Airsoft.
Yeah, but now I see there's more questions. Jack says, is the Tap Airsoft Shotgun Shell HPA adapter good? Also, besides tank line reg, what do I need for the HPA from AAP01? Just an upgrade hammer and nozzle. So, as far as the Tap one goes, it is good. We have a lot of people that I know that run Tap adapters from anything from high kappas to their shotguns. The Shotgun Shell one is great. I would definitely highly recommend getting that. Well,
the shell one in particular.
So
that one's a little wonky.
It is wonky, but it works as intended. You've also had not the greatest experience with your.
I'm not talking that Tap.
Okay.
I'm talking the shotgun shell one specifically.
I recommend it because I've seen it and I think it works well. That's the end of the story for my side of things.
The shotgun shell one is weird because of you have to pretty much load all your shells, and then you almost burn an entire shell to load the BBs all the way through the mag adapter to load up, and then you might as well just swap that shell out for a fresh one. And then you get into like a quick engagement, and then you have to swap your shells. just like have an EPM1 go through several engagements.
Oh my
before
god!
you gotta
I thought he was referencing the tap adapter where it's the shotgun shell. You can stick the M4 mag into the bottom.
No,
of it.
no. He's talking about
Oh.
the AAP.
Yeah, you're losing a lot of ammo. Don't listen to me. Use an as standard M4 adapter. I think that's probably the best thing to get. Whether it's tap or primary or whatever, use that. My brain was thinking the shell adapter. You stick the M4 mag in the bottom of.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
If you get
Don't do the pistol one.
if you get like EPM1 S's, I like those compared to like the full mags,
Yeah, definitely.
just because it's less vertical height.
I like the angled ones, the ones that are like 90 degrees where the mags come out like this way on your pistol.
Yeah.
I think those are really good too. And as far as the AAP-01, what else you need to do? You actually don't need to upgrade your hammer and nozzle at all. You need to upgrade your hammer and nozzle eventually just because it's going to get worn out. Or if you are running it at a higher PSI, because we don't recommend going above 80 PSI. Going above 80 PSI can damage the internals of almost any airsoft gun, whether it's an AAP or a Glock or a high Kappa, whatever it ends up being. So you can keep it stock and just run it as such. Just, again, don't go above 80 PSI.
Random user. Hey, so I'm getting my first HPA gun, and I don't know how to connect the tank and the tube to the line that hangs out of the pistol grip.
I think he means the quick disconnects.
Uh,
Is that what he... Is that...
I'm
what
not
he
sure.
means?
So, all of the fittings on the end of the line to go from the regulator to the pistol grip line are all going to be a quick disconnect fitting. So you just pull back a little sleeve, and then you can connect it, and it springs back, and that's how it retains. Almost like a QD sling mount. Would be the
I guess
best,
would be the best
would be the
analog.
next best example of how that works, where you just press fit it in and then it holds tight.
Yep. Yeah, so pretty simple. If you have further questions, email us if there's some like weird issue with yours, and we'll take care of it from there. So, yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
give our final updates before we sign off?
Sure. Final updates. Once again, going to a whole bunch of events coming up here. We have ABCAS in Sector 7 this weekend, MSW, and over in Ohio for Sector 7 pressure cooker. Black Sites the weekend afterwards. Then we have, I'm looking at the calendar here as I lean forward. Fall of Salsk. What weekend is Fall of Salsk?
18th to 20th.
Yes, Salsk, and that is in Overbrook, Oklahoma. Then we have GGP the last weekend of April. That's Saturday. And I believe also we have TRP that weekend too. Yeah, TRPs. You're going to be at TRP?
Probably, but I might do Gun Gamer, so I don't know.
Gun Gamers. Hang out with us.
I like
GGPs
both.
can be sweet.
I don't know.
Yeah, so those are the events for April. Also, don't forget to sign up for the giveaway. There is a post somewhere in our Instagram feed where you have to like, comment, share. Follow the directions there, and you will be entered to win this P90. It's a Crytek one. These are pretty sweet. I would like to get the pink one. Crytek made the pink one, right?
No.
Who made the pink one?
Cybergun.
Cybergun? Never
Yeah.
mind. I don't want the pink one. Cybergun.
You can spray paint the Crytek one.
I've done enough spray painting in my life. I've lost enough brain cells from those fumes. I don't need to lose any more of them. I am an airsofter, so I can only have so many. Is there any other updates that we need, or is that pretty much it?
I forgot to say, if you're at MSAUTO or TRP, their photos up.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just did that before the live.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you saw myself run around MSAUTO or these guys run around TRP, those photos are gonna be up. Did you take any at Mercer?
No.
No photos from Mercer. Yeah, those should be up. I think the link is called a photo book link, or what's the exact link called,
Oh,
Ross?
it's photos. It's on our. It's next to the events tab. On
Cool.
The page.
There we go. And then you guys can download those for use and everything. Just give us credit so we see it up online. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? No? Cool. All right. Well, that seems to be about it. I guess we will see you guys next time, next Wednesday, same time, same place. Y'all have a good rest of your week. And hope we see you guys upcoming at one of the events.
Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sign us out so we can stop looking at the camera weirdly.
I don't know. I can look away